Commons, Mr. John Strachey, declared that many members of your government are determined, able and ruthless racialists and are determined that the white hegemony or dictatorship in southern Rhodesia should be maintained now and for all time. Do you think this, in fact, reflects your government attitude?
In the first part, yes, of course, we are determined and we're able. But as for being ruthless racialists, that's nonsense. I met Mr. Strachey when he was out here, and I had a very pleasant conversation with him. And he was able to see, hear, anything that he wished to see. And I got no impression at the time that he thought that. And as for a white dictatorship, of course, there's no dictatorship here. We have our system here, which is based on democracy, and under our present system, anyone of any race could be the government here. So I don't think that question arises.
In a recent radio broadcast, Mr. Haorld Wilson, leader of the Labour opposition, said that if his party gets to power, he will amend the Northern, Southern Rhodesian and federal constitutions. Have you any observations to make on this point?
Yes, I have. I think Mr. Wilson doesn't really appreciate the difference between Northern and Southern Rhodesia. Our constitutions are different. Of course, Northern Rhodesia is still a protectorate, and we've been self-governing regarding our internal affairs here now since 1923. And there is a convention, and in this case it is a written convention, which I don't think any British government could discard legally, apart from the practical side of it. I think that if Mr. Wilson really examined the two constitutions, he would appreciate that he couldn't couple them in that sense, and that in fact I do not believe that he can interfere with our constitution here.
Finally, sir, your government is faced with a chronic unemployment program. What is it going to do to alleviate this situation?
We're going to tackle this in a basic sense. You know, there's no shortcut, I don't think, to solving the unemployment problem. We've got to indulge in development schemes, and I think basically they'll have to start with agriculture, that being the cheapest way to take up the slack of unemployment, supplying land for the landless, and also increasing our exports. That in its turn will very rapidly increase a domestic market for our secondary industries. And there's no shortcut to this, you know, at all. But we have plans, and I hope to be able to announce them fairly soon.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Mr. Field.